Today, what we're going to talk about is two tools that a lot of people aren't using, but we highly recommend you think about incorporating in that first day or two that you're on a job. The first is going to be your initial inspection walkthrough, and the second one is going to be your initial equipment setup. And we're going to go through those, and we're going to talk about the benefit of putting together a 2-minute video of your initial inspection walkthrough, and then also of your initial equipment setup. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. If at any time you guys have trouble seeing the video or hearing sound, please just let me know. And if any time you want to make a comment, just unmute yourself or click your space bar and jump in at any time. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And the first thing we're going to talk about is an initial inspection walkthrough. So this is going to happen after you've already gone through the walkthrough with the client, you have the work authorization signed, and now you're going through and kind of putting together the scope of work. So this is going to be a video that we recommend you record, less than 2 minutes. I'm going to talk about marking it up. So if you guys aren't using blue tape to mark up your scope, I might get a little, put the hammer down, drill sergeant on you for a little bit and tell you why we need to be marking up with the blue painter's tape. We're going to talk about walking through the scope of the job. And then specifically, I want you guys to think about how recording this, 1 to 2 minute video can really benefit other technicians that may be coming into the job later on, your project manager, your estimator, and then possibly the rebuild team. Either you have a rebuild division in your organization, or you're subbing out that rebuild or handing it over to somebody. This video is really going to help. So depending on what CRM you have, I'm going to use Encircle just to kind of show that this is where you could put it, upload it in your CRM. Everybody I know uses different CRMs, but we still have Encircle, and so I'll use it here. So we have our job in Encircle. We're going to click on exterior, usually because exterior shows up first, right? And, if yours is organized differently, you can decide where you want to put the video. So we click on exterior, then we click down here on video. And in Encircle, when you click on in video, it has a little video icon that you can click and record that video right in Encircle. So you don't have to record it on your phone and then upload it. But if you're using something like Company Cam, you can record your video there and then upload it. But with Encircle, the great feature is you can click video, gives you the video icon. You can record your video right in Encircle, and then we name it Initial Inspection Video. Okay, so now I'm going to click on this and show you an example of an initial inspection video. So it's going to be under 2 minutes. We're going to take a look at this, and then we're going to talk about it.
Okay, just doing an initial video for you guys. Just got done doing the customer walkthrough, got everything signed with the customer, marked on the walls, as you can see with the blue tape. The arrows are going to show you which part is wet. Okay, so there's the walls. It's all been up about 2 to 4 inches, some 6 inches in some parts, but that shows you where the outline of where we're going to need to extract, what needs to happen here. This is, and each room is marked, as you can see. This is the master bedroom. Hallway was number 3. Pretty much all of this room is going to be wet, except for this little bit over here, this little bit of the corner. And you can see where I've done the tape with the arrows. This little bit of bitty part over here is not wet, but we're going to need to move this desk out, probably out of this room. Dressers, bed, we've got the closet. These walls are all wet. You can see I've got arrows on them going both ways. Inside the closet is also all wet on the other wall. And then also back here, you can see that it's wet. I haven't moved the bed yet, but that whole wall is wet. So we're going to take the base off. I did mark it where I could with the information there. Same thing here. This whole wall is wet here. Exterior, you're going to have to check with the insulation. That is all wet. And then on here, where I didn't have this desk moved yet, I just put, it's wet, but it's up 6 inches. Okay. So this is the bathroom where the source was. Again, bathroom, it's going to be room 2. And we're going to go in here, source, clean water line below. Right in here. Okay, we're going to have to empty out these, put these in boxes. That wall is wet. And it is wet to about right. I keep hitting the camera, sorry, on there. And then from about here over the tile, it's wet. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a quick walkthrough of the job.
Okay, is anybody currently doing a initial walkthrough video like that? Is anybody currently using this tool?
Not every time.
We're not.
Okay. The great thing about this is, again, it gives everybody an idea of the scope of the work before anything was pulled out, any materials were removed, before your contents were removed, or any furniture was pulled out. It really does for any technicians coming onto the job that weren't there maybe for the initial emergency call out. It gives them a really good idea of what was going on. Your project manager can take a look at that if they weren't on site, and they can recommend anything that they may want to recommend. The other thing I really like about this video is that it really gives your estimator a good idea of the contents that had to be either removed or protected. So they make sure that they can charge appropriately for any contents removal or content protection. And the other thing that isn't specific to this video, but I really want to talk about, is really utilizing that blue tape. Okay, and the blue tape is really important for a couple of different reasons. Number one, you see where Greg marked it, room 1, which is the master bedroom, room 2, which was the master bathroom, and then the hallway was room 3. So that way, when you put your room scope sheets together or your job notes, it's very clear what's room 1, what's room 2, what's room 3. The other thing that can really help you with this initial walkthrough is if anything is damaged. Let's say that that dresser had a big gash in the top of it or in the side of it. When you do that initial walkthrough video, you can document that on video, so that when you're removing that furniture or any of the other contents, if something is damaged, you're documenting it before you remove anything. And that really helps you with liability later on. But again, the important thing here, make it quick, 1 to 2 minutes, refer to your blue tape, use room 1, room 2, room 3, so that it's very clear. And then just upload it into your CRM, or if you guys are using like a Google Dropbox for your jobs, then you can just upload the video in there. But a lot of people aren't doing this initial inspection walkthrough, and we don't get a lot of documentation until a lot of stuff is removed, materials have been removed, that type of thing. Okay, and one other thing I want to say, it's really helpful for the rebuild team to see the property before anything has been removed or any demo has been done. So this is a really simple tool, takes you less than 2 minutes to upload it, and it gives everybody a really good idea of the scope of work.